My chosen, we've established the fact that we're energetic beings. Chosen ones are even more so than other people. You know, all that we are is energy. My chosen, everything is energy. You know, it just happens to wear that we wear this coat, which is a flesh. You know, it's the coat of this three-dimensional world. You know what I mean? But this coat is simply just a broadcaster that broadcasts our energy that is vibrating within us so that it can be expressed, you know, to the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure if we are sent to our dimensions or other dimensions, there'll be other coats that we wear according to the dimensions that we are really from. Now, my chosen thing about an energy is this. Now, energy can be manipulated to be a positive or a negative one. You know what I'm saying? Guys, once fear enters you, my chosen, it's like you become a different person. You know what I mean? In fact, when you begin to awaken, when you begin to be your own, you're going to find out, guys, that fear is just an illusion. I think one of the YouTubers says, fear, like, false evidence appearing real. You know what I'm saying, guys? My chosen, in the new world, in this new awakening, in this new dawn, in this age of knowing, my chosen, fear doesn't exist. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you reasons to block this frequency so that it's out of your life for good, guys. Yeah. Hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego Within. If you haven't subscribed by now, you're missing out. You know, check me out on Insta at Awaken the Ego Within. Guys, today is the 1st of March. Well, let's kick off this month by really talking about reasons to reject fear frequency. You know what I mean? Fear is an illusion that appears to be real. Fear is an enemy that will try to creep up in your consciousness so that you can be less and less of who you really are. You know what I mean? In religious text, I guess one word that is repeated continuously is this: do not fear. Do not fear. Do not fear, my chosen one. As the ancient people knew, fear is just an illusion. And also, fear is the weapon or the number one weapon of the enemy. I mean, look at the world that we live in. Everything operates on fear. But this kind of thing, my chosen, it should not apply to you, especially after you awaken. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is not your world. This is the world of low entity, because fear will cripple you. You know what I mean? It's like a story of an ego. An ego that was like growing up amongst chickens. You understand what I'm saying? Because he had never seen like a chicken fly. He thought he was also a chicken. And he was afraid to fly. And he spent all his days just being a chicken because of fear. Fear is one of those frequencies that will truly, truly cripple you. You know what I mean? You're walking, you're a normal person, yes. You're healthy, yes. You got all your legs and hands and toes, all the organs, yes. But it's like you're crippled. Because, guys, there's something taking place in your consciousness. Once you know how to get rid of it, guys, you're gonna be like birds flying high. You're gonna be like fish in the sea, guys. You're gonna be river running free. You know what I'm saying, my chosen? Since my awakening, it's like fear doesn't live here no more. It's like fear has moved to like a faraway country and never to return to this house ever again. You know what I'm saying? So, we said that, my chosen, fear will cripple you. So what is the reason to block this frequency? Now check this out though. Understand that fear is also a natural instinct of a human. You know what I mean? But the thing is that we should not let this frequency be the frequency that we operate on. We should block it, guys. Like anything, it takes training. You know what I'm saying? The biggest way this fear will enter you is through your consciousness, guys. So what is the reason for you not to fear? You know what I mean? My chosen, first thing first, fear will make you or live your life in submission. You're gonna be submitting to everything because of you're afraid. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be submitting to a job because you're afraid to take a risk into your career or something that you are born for. You know what I mean? Now you submitted to because you're afraid to take that step. You know what I mean? Fear, my chosen, will make you less and less of who you really are. Let me tell you, man. You know what I mean? Now you are the same person that's not afraid, and let this consciousness enter you. It's like you become completely different. I mean, you talk different. You walk different. I mean, you kind of walk with your head down because of what's going on inside of you, my chosen. You know what I mean? Let's take Saddam Hussein, for example. The former Iraqi president that got assassinated, you know? Anyway, this president, he was such a charismatic president. And in fact, if you are in his presence, you have to disinfect your whole body to be clean before you could even touch him. My chosen, the man was operating like with full confidence and everything like that. You know what I mean? And then when, his soldiers were losing the war, I'm sure fear began to creep into him. You know what I mean? Now, when the U.S. Army arrested him, like found him in that hole, guys, if you guys can remember, he looked like a completely different person. You see, now that was the same president that was so charismatic, that was speaking with full confidence and everything. All of a sudden, now he's afraid. And then he becomes a different man than he was. This is the reason why you should block out the fear, my chosen. Some of you chosen ones, if you continuously live in a fear frequency, soon you will become not chosen. Fear will make you chicken. Even though you are born an ego, born to be an ego, born to do it, born to be more than your situation, your circumstance. Now, if you don't take care, my chosen, with this fear will, not make your wings not fly high. It was like it will cripple those wings, and you're gonna spend the rest of your life just being a chicken, just being less of who you are. You know what I mean? Less than what you deserve. Always walking around in life complaining and, living your life just not worthy of you, my chosen. You know what I mean? Now I shared that since my awakening that fear don't live here no more. Now the reason that for that, my chosen, is because I'm consistently on guard. You know what I'm saying? I'm guarding my consciousness like a mother is guarding a newborn baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm guarding my consciousness like a soldier protecting his border. Straight up. Every time I feel this consciousness coming, just clear it out. Don't even go there, guys. That's the thing. That's the thing about meditation. Meditation and living your life in mindfulness, my chosen, is like this, right? You know, once you do this regularly on a regular basis and incorporate this into your lifestyle, my chosen, you're gonna see that you're gonna notice when the thoughts begin to arise in your consciousness. You know what I mean? Now, when these thoughts arise, my chosen, you've only got two options here. Now, the options are either to entertain those thoughts or to really clear your consciousness of those thoughts. You know what I mean? So since I'm meditating on a regular basis, every time these thoughts arise, I block it. I block it, I block it, block, 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 block. So now since I'm consistently on the guard, then it gets blocked and it gets blocked. You know what I mean? And now this consciousness is visiting this frequency is visiting my consciousness less and less and less and less. You know what I mean? And now fear doesn't exist in my world, guys. It's like I walk around with full confidence, mostly because of the way I feel inside of me. And, yeah. My chosen, fear will make you chicken if you don't block it. Fear will make you live your life in regret. What if that could happen? What if I said that? What if I did that? What if I took that action? This is the life that be waiting on you when you live in a frequency of fear, my chosen. My chosen, at the end of our lives, we should be able to say, you know what? I'm a person that made a lot of mistakes, but regrets I have few. You know what I mean? If you are able to say that, my chosen, then you are the blessed chosen one. And you're the most blessed person that ever been. Let me tell you, my chosen. Because most people operate in this frequency of fear. Even back when I was not woke, I was alright in this department actually. You know what I mean? I was stepping up to all the hot chicks, even the chicks that were even out of my league at that time. They reject me, but hey, at least I didn't think oh yeah, what if I asked? What if you know what I mean? I asked and she said yes, even though she said no. I was still afraid a little bit to ask, but that was back then. I'm saying, but then even if they rejected me, I didn't think about it anymore. You know what I mean? I knew that I did what I had to do, and I didn't let fear stop me. So therefore, I have less and less regrets about things that I did. Even sometimes I was embarrassed. Sometimes I made mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? Ultimately, I faced my fears, and I'm a man now that live with less and less regret. You know what I mean? This is what is supposed to be my chosen. You know what I mean? Have you seen an old people who are old in age, but then they not happy how their lives been or how their lives turned out to be? You know what I mean? They always be wondering, what if I did that? I wish you know what I mean? guys, that was like when a person was living in fear of frequency. You know what I mean? As the text says, my chosen, do not fear. Do not fear, do not fear, do not fear. Guys, fear is an illusion. And then another thing as well, the more you face fear, the more fear will be natural to you. And then you're going to understand that it's just like, it's a matter of just management. Like managing fear, like you're going to feel afraid, and like that's because you are in this humanly body. But the thing is that you manage this fear, and then you go do it anyway. And then you're going to be better and better as the time goes on. And then, my chosen, you will not let fear stop you. Fear will not be a problem for you anymore, guys. All right, my chosen, thank you so much for being here. Like this video, subscribe for more videos like this, guys. And then go check me out on Instagram, my chosen. By the way, I opened an Instagram 2 days ago, but I haven't posted anything. Actually, I will. I'm gonna take a picture here now and then post it. And then I'm gonna make some content like short videos on there. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye bye. See you. All right. Yes.